Check out Volvo.
This is for the kid. I just have to push the heart down if you want.
That's alright.
Instead of carrying a booster seat everywhere, you know? Obviously, there's also even a drawing there, an illustration of what generally what things fit here. So it tells you, like, you know, the height of a dog and stuff would fit in here. You know, like these are things that will fit. Right? In general. And whatever you can ask Google, I'm gonna buy a 50-inch TV. That kind of stuff.
Put my radio here just so it doesn't jump up to the front again. So did you take the bus and commute here?
I lifted.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so if you want to move your seat a little forward, ideally when you're in a seating position, you want the bottom of your wrist to be able to touch the top of the steering wheel. So you know how your shoulder's off. So you want to move it forward so that you can forward. So move it, the bottom part. There you go. A little more. So you want the bottom of your wrist to be able to touch the top of the steering wheel, right? That a bit more, like another inch. Another inch forward. And one more.
I can just move the steering wheel
a little
forward,
bit too,
right?
yeah. So, but I'm also looking at the angle of your leg. You don't want it to be too far away when you're pressing the brake. And yeah, you want it to be a little closer. So is that comfortable for you?
That's really better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move the thing bar. There you go. So now it's, and I'll probably do it a little lower.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna have this. To change gears, you're just gonna press on the brake, and then shift gear into drive. You're gonna tap it down. Okay. So we're going to pull forward and then set up at the start line, and we'll go through each exercise again before to describe it to ensure that we know what we're doing. Okay. So again, it detects that there are obstacles in the way, and all the cameras are activated to give you an idea of your surroundings. Okay, so come to a full stop. So again, this is the skid pad, and the purpose here for this exercise for the EX60 is to showcase the traction control and all-wheel drive. So we're going to drive up to the skid pad. It's a slippery surface. We put water on it to simulate like ice, and you're going to go up to like 18 kilometers an hour. And then right after you pass like the last pylon on the left, you're going to turn left, and then turn right again to avoid, like a collision avoid, and you're going to keep your foot on the gas to experience the safety and control handlings for that. Okay.
Okay.
So whenever you're ready, there's the kilometer in front of you. Just accelerate, pressing the gas, nice and smooth. Bit more, bit more, bit more, bit more. There you go. That's good. Yep. And then you felt the adaptive. There you go. A bit more gas. A bit more gas. Yep. There you go. Okay. So full gas here. This is the uneven surfaces. Full stop, and then turn. And again, you felt the multi-adaptive seatbelt. It tightened. It gave you kind of like the hug.
Yep.
A safety hug. Okay, so this is our moose test. We're avoiding collision on the road. So we're going to accelerate. I'm going to tell you which direction. A bit more south.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, accelerate here.
Yeah. The other one, gas. Yeah. Gas, and then go right. Or the other. Yeah, right. That's fine. Okay, so we want to accelerate over here. Okay, and then come to a full stop. Full stop. There you go. And this is where you're experiencing the multi-adaptive emergency brake, where it tightened up and then it loosened the loosened the seatbelt to adapt to the body and ensure that you don't get any seatbelt injuries. So let's move forward. Over here we have the close sensory proximity cameras to showcase safety and ensuring like tight spaces. So yeah, once you get very close, it starts activating, the top camera, so it gives you a bird's eye view of the car.
Like now.
There you go. And it also gives you the specific measurement of how far you are to the obstacle. So if you accelerate a bit more, you notice that the color of the line changes, and it'll showcase where and what the obstacle is. So it'll tell you, it'll change colors, it'll change the shape, so it has multi sensor. So hey,
that's like a curb, because I can't see that at all.
Exactly. That's super low, so it's not just high but also low, like pylons, because if you curve up a rim, it's very expensive. I know firsthand. So yeah, you're gonna put your foot on the brake, go into reverse, and we're just gonna maneuver our way out of here. So yeah, it gives you full exposure to like even your steering radius when you turn the wheel, what's your intended path, if you're going to drive, if you're going to park, etc. Okay, and then we're going to open all the open all the windows for this last test, and then open the back as well. So this is the sound wash test. Very common. We're commuting in traffic. Celine? So you notice the speakers are pointing down. So there's a lot of surround sound, noise, construction, a lot of distractions. So we're going to pull up the mirrors and windows. And so this is the sound wash technology, and as well as yours. So yeah, the glass is double pane in this model of the car, the EX60 Ultra. And that way you want to roll it down again. So this is without the sound wash, and then that's with the sound wash. Very cool. So we're going to pull up to this. So very similar to active noise canceling technology. It'll identify which sounds are surround sounds and noise, and it'll filter those out. We can go into that space there. And then any other like situational awareness noises, like someone honking at you, or a fire truck, a police car, you'll most definitely be able to hear that, so that you won't, you're fully aware and fully safe of what's going on. Yeah, so this is, as we said, like a lot of the dashboard is really integrated into this new interface. If you look up at the roof, so this is the roof shading feature that we love. Wow. It's very cool, very fancy. Yeah. And then very similar to other cars, we have options to change the suspension, change the steering feel if it feels too, there you go. So if it's too soft, if you want it softer in terms of steering feel, or if you want it more firm, same with the suspension, you can do that with the push of the button. And because it is a login to a profile, anything you change, including your seating position, steering wheel, mirrors, it's all saved to your profile. So every time you come into your car, you can set it up exactly how you had left it last time, for comfort, control, and safety.
Very cool. This is a nice display. It's curved, I see.
It's curved, yeah, and it's very, very, it gets a while, it takes a while to get used to, and just like any type of technology. So you have your radio, your parking camera, and then as well as you can modify the front dash there if you would like it to be This is like to determine and detect like the cars around you. Sorry, it's this one. There you go. So this is off, or you can also set it to have the navigation as well instead, should you prefer that.
Would that navigation display CarPlay if CarPlay was enabled?
Yeah, so CarPlay has the same, so this is Google Maps. So if you use like Waze instead, for example, you can download the app simply by logging in, like you would with your phone.
Mm-hmm.
The car has its own SIM and connection, which is used for navigation and any of the features pertinent to the car itself. But if you download any other apps, such as like Spotify or music or an audiobook or anything else you use, it will use the data from your phone to ensure that all the data from the SIM car is for the car itself. It has Google built into it, as well as Assistant. So you can say, hey Google, what's the weather in Calgary today? Oh, right, we had a connection issue.
I'm offline, so I can't do that. In the meantime,
but you can do that as
get
well as with the
directions,
Google,
make calls,
the
and
Gemini
play radio.
Yeah, the Gemini feature, so you can speak to it contextually, ask it where the nearest charging station. I need to go, I want to get a coffee or croissant. Can you find me a library or a bookstore or anything like that? So you can speak to it just like your phone.
What's this here?
It'll tell you specifically about your car, what you have left for range, and in terms of any of the consumption details.
I wonder how it calculates the minimum.
Is that
like at the if you're driving it aggressively?
Exactly. So it the amount of range that you specifically get will determine on your driving style. So if it's more on the highway or highway or streets,
Mm-hmm.
And then also you can. So for example, if you're you can optimize. Okay, I want to drive to optimize the range. I want to go as furthest as possible. Or if you want to optimize your car, hey, I want it to feel more standard. I want it to feel more performance. Or hey, I'm going off-roading. So you can sort of set to customize how you want. We call it the driving dynamics. So we can modify any of that. There's also another feature called One Pedal Drive, which is basically you can use the gas. When you release the gas, there's something called regenerative braking. It produces a bit of energy. But you can also use, if you have this technology on, it means that if you let off the accelerator, basically a softer braking response when the accelerator pedal is released. It gives you an idea of how it feels. Some people like the creep function, which means like, you're sort of slowly creeping up as you have the driving engaged. These are the steering and suspension. And then this is the safety features. You can, a lot of cars have the lane keeping aid, which means that if like you're either not paying attention or distracted and the road is turning and you're not aware of it, it'll help adjust the steering and vibration or just the vibration. So if you're going on long road trips and traveling a lot, there might be times and lulls where it's late at night, you're not paying as much attention because you're losing focus. This will help you ensure that you're staying safe. There's also a distraction alert. And also, this is my favorite one, speed limit warnings. So yeah, this is very, 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 very useful. It can give you an audio visual, and they'll tell you, hey, if I'm going anything over, let's say like 10 kilometers an hour, give me a limit warning so that it ensures I know that I'm doing that. So again, that's part of the Wi-Fi and car system. It'll detect what road you are on, it'll know what the speed limit is, and then if you have this feature turned on, it'll give you a signal, whether it's visual or audio visual, whatever you set to offset, to tell you, hey, you're going X number of kilometers over the limit.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe you want to slow down, so it'll get a ticket.
Yeah, very cool.
Yep. So other options here. Everything is set up. This is the Ultra version for the vehicle, so it has the Bowers and Wilkins studio sound system. So it's really, really high end, super, super nice. And then it'll give you like charging options as well. Long trip, daily drive. Gives you schedules if you want to do it. So it's very, very smart. It's very, once you get used to it, very intuitive. It'll tell you what's going on in the car and ensure that you have all the information you need for, oh, you know what, is this what? Oh, there you go. Hey, Google.
Offline.
So maybe it needs to reset. Hold on. Can you turn off the car so press a brake? So
how do you turn it off?
So technically, this is the key. It has a card.
Kind of just walk away.
You walk away from it. Yeah, because it's in the car right now. It doesn't. It thinks that it's here. So so sorry. Yeah, let me try this again. Why did the connectivity? So it's still thinking. Bluetooth.
Maybe it doesn't have a SIM card in this one.
It most definitely does, because we were testing it. So I think this car, unfortunately, right now just needs a reset. Yeah, I know I did that too. That's all I do. It's like, is it an iPhone? Can I just press that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyways, it is built in, as you can tell. It's just specifically for this car. Sometimes the login or any connectivity issues just needs to be sorted out.
Yeah, it's a demo car. Makes sense.
It's a demo car. So
also has a bunch of turn signal warnings and everything.
Yep. Any questions?
No. Thanks for the drive.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Very
very thoughtfully designed.
Very nice steering wheel.
Yeah.
I liked the one in the Polestar.
Okay.
This one's quite similar, which is good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Did you like the steering feel? Like how stiff and how soft it felt?
Yeah, it was very
responsive.
It was very smooth in all conditions, which I like. It feels controlled even when it's
out of control.
Skidding around. Yeah.
And the seatbelt is definitely a wonderful feature to have, because until you actually experience it, you don't realize, quote unquote, the injuries, or some people will sustain some burns from the seatbelt. You know, not to say it's a bad thing, but like, it saves lives, absolutely. But there are seatbelt injuries from extreme accidents and collisions because of how tight it is, and it doesn't adapt to the body when it's in an emergency braking situation. So yeah, it just feels nice. It feels hug. It's a nice hug. Makes me feel secure as a driver, and I definitely appreciate it. So we're the first in industry to have the multi-adaptive seatbelt.
Yeah, well, it works well. I can see that.
Very cool. Oakley dokley.
All right. Well, thanks again.
You're very welcome. Make sure you get all your hardware.
Yep. And see the door handle.
I love that.
That is quite